A pile of bloody boots. This is what remained after a battle that would take 8 American soldiers' lives and leave dozens wounded.
It was almost undescribable.
Probably the loudest thing I've ever heard.
Fire came from the right-hand side of the street and the left, and from the front and the rear.
April 4th, 2004, one of the first ferocious battles with insurgents during what was supposed to be a reconstruction mission for the 1st Cavalry Division. 18 soldiers and their interpreter pinned down in an alley in the slum of Sadr City in Baghdad. The rest of the battalion racing to rescue them, unprotected, exposed, facing masses of armed militiamen.
And we see the Charlie Company truck, just like the one we're riding in, rode down the road to us, 4 flat tires, engine on fire. We're wounded.
It was shocking at first to see these battle wounds. The best word I can come up with is it was just like a tidal wave.
In the wake of that tidal wave, those dozens wounded, 8 dead.
At almost exactly the same time the shooting began.
We've been reporting on this story since 2004. Only a few images of the battle existed then, but the soldiers' memories have echoed for us through the years.
When you go to a veterans ceremony and you see the old veterans get together and hug and cry, and you never really understood it. I understand it now.
And we understand that feeling today, 13 years later.
This is just extraordinary to see the flags and to see.
When we return to Sadr City, in a way,
these should be basically a match to the real buildings right here.
Here at Fort Hood, painstaking reconstructions of Sadr City, a Hollywood-caliber set for a National Geographic miniseries.
Down up! We're rolling!
Based on my book about the battle, The Long Road Home.
Come on, baby.
There is heart-pumping action, but also the heartbreak of the families of the fallen, who were invited to the set to see the recreation.
This is so hard. Tell me what the hardest part is today. Just remembering and wishing he was here, not that he was in a movie, right?
Yeah. Just feeling the emotions again.
I know. I love you.
I love you. So gorgeous.
Actress Kate Bosworth is playing Gina Denemy, wife of Troy, one of the wounded in the battle.
Your legs just kind of go weak. It's just an unbelievable feeling of fear.
You know, it's always to keep in mind that we are telling the stories of heroes, and that includes the troops, but it includes their families.
It's a responsibility for the actors portraying these real-life heroes to get it right. Jeremy Sisto, who is playing Staff Sergeant Robert Miltenberger,
how are you?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Nice to meet you.
Asks his real-life counterpart to walk him through that horrible day.
Is there moments that you have where you're like, oh, maybe if I turn to the left as opposed to the right or something?
No. The guilt is that I didn't get shot and they did. That's it.
He's not alone.
So even though I was scared to start out on this project, it's a lot easier now.
Aaron Fowler, he was shot multiple times trying to rescue his fellow soldiers. Now he's a technical advisor for the miniseries.
So let me close a chapter in my life that I didn't get to before.
Maybe it opens one too.
It does, and that's another thing too. I honestly, a year ago, I was impatient for depression, suicide, and I did not think that my future held any more opportunities compared to war and combat and everything like that. And here I am a year later, and everything's different.
The gravity of the role weighs heavy on Michael Kelly, who is playing then Lieutenant Colonel Gary Valesky.
Please bring my baby home.
I promise you, every man is coming back safely.
How can you promise that?
Because I believe that too, and because it's my responsibility.
We wanted the men who did this in real life
the justice that they deserve. So I think that part is really special, and that's where I think the heart and the care comes from.
The man Michael Kelly is portraying, now a 3-star general, Gary Valesky, perfectly captured that heart and care all those years ago.
Uncommon valor was common that day, because there were soldiers doing things that we talk about, but you don't teach stuff like that. You can get them to that point, but where they go in combat when those rounds are being directed at them, how they react, you know, no one knows until it happens, and they all just perform magnificently. So, you know, I'm honored to be able to serve with soldiers like that.
For Nightline, I'm Martha Raddatz in Fort Hood, Texas.
The Long Road Home can be seen on Tuesday nights on National Geographic.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.